Greetings! Stay a while and listen. To me, Maraudery X, as we play more Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions, and this should be the finale. We are in the final fights of the game. We are getting ready to end this madness. Alright, let's move you there. We're going to put Rafa there, because it doesn't matter. You can go there with Balthier, and then you can go there. Okay, so the final fights all take place on the same map, and there are no treasure hunter items on this map at all. So while I was kind of hesitant to do the treasure for the last item, or for the last ones, I definitely have none for this. This is all just story and fights. There's really nothing that we need to focus on. Fulmarv, I do not understand. Why does Virgo not awaken? The spirit of the High Seraph lingers in this place, I'm sure. What could be amiss? Mayhap you are not the vessel of Saint Dejora after all. No, it cannot be that. Virgo stirred at your presence. You must be the one. They have come. It's over, Fulmarv. You will not rouse Virgo into this. Release my sister. Of course, it is but a matter of blood. You see, do you not? She wants for blood. The angel of blood must slake her thirst, ere and rise again. Land is drunk deep of blood in the Chilids since Saint Dejora's death, yet still she covets more. So be it. Once more to the world of light, there be steep the earth in blood's sweet rain. Alright. So he's just being himself, and hey, he's gonna turn into a Zodiac monster. We haven't seen his incarnation yet. So it's a lion, and it's actually somewhat terrifying. Hashmal, bringer of order, angel of blood, in all things you I serve. No wine more deep, no sear and coal more hot than this, the crimson blood for you I spill. So he's gonna try to kill us for blood, so now we just have to defeat Hashmal, and this is kind of a joke fight as well. He's actually a little dangerous if you're not prepared, but at this point, again, doesn't matter. This fight is kind of a joke. Let's see. I can come over. No, I don't want to. Yeah, let's come over here, and I can hit him from here. And Alma is a guest, but she is unconscious, and we cannot resurrect her. So it doesn't matter. I don't remember how much HP this guy's got. Pretty sure it's less than Eddie in Midlight's Deep, so it's really only going to take a couple of hits to end this. And guess what? Sorry, Alma. Alma, I'm coming. Wake, cast off the sleep. She will not waken to your vile speech. Her will intact, our plans would come to naught. When next she wakes, her sacred task made clear. Unto this world our brethren must she call. I also love that we are in the... this is called the Graveyard of Airships. And we are just on just a derelict airship, which is weird because I don't think we've actually seen an airship in this game. But what's neat about it is, supposedly this game takes place after the events of Final Fantasy XII, which had a much, much higher technological, you know, world setup. So this is actually really interesting. But hey, Hashmel's dead. My lord and master, still you do not wake. Where am I? Almost awake. Remsa, is it truly you? Too far we've come to taste now defeat. Angel of blood, that you should rise, my life I gladly give. And so he just kinda impales himself, hoping that that will work. Like that is definitely a move of faith. Like he has no guarantee that that's gonna happen. And Alma is now Saint Ajora. I am come once more. So we've learned that Saint Ajora is in fact evil. I mean, we knew that, but we get faced with the actual Saint Ajora. So, that's wonderful. Why give me money? Oh, I got a Ragnarok. Sure? I mean, I could equip it on someone. It really doesn't matter. I don't think I have anyone who doesn't already have Protect in some way, shape, or form. Like, she's got that with the Taina Rouge. You've already got a Ragnarok equipped. Or it's Shell. It's Shell. Like, it's not even Protect. So, like, yeah, I'm not worried about that. So. And again, I don't think it matters where we put Ramza, because he's going to move around, because this game likes to just dick with you in that sense. Alright. That's it. So now we've got the second fight, which is the second to last fight of the game. And hopefully just the end. So but there she is, the great Saint Ajora. And now we're on the opposite side of the airship. What is this? What happens to me? Ramza, please help me. So, Alma's still in there. No, you cannot. You must not. No. And she's drawing power from this place to try to stifle Alma. But all it ends up doing is Alma gets separated from her body. But Ajora, you must kill her quickly. Alma's gotten a little bloodthirsty. Thwart my coming, you would dare say. No, it shall not be. Loyal minions, heed my call to me. And she summons a couple of Ultima demons. Not really worried about them. Because again, like, they stopped being a threat like 10 fights ago. I suffer spite from neither lord nor serf. And everything goes all explodey as she blows away part of the airship with her transformation. And that's her Zodiac monster form, Ultima the High Seraph. Your defiance reaps you not but death's embrace. That's not even her final form. Defeat Ultima. She has perfect teleport. She's kind of a pain. But, again, this fight's... like, I don't know how much HP she's got, but I can just end these guys. You've got 200 HP. You're dead. Yeah. So that's one down. I'll kill another one. I mean, I could just kill Saint Ajora and be done with it. But I kind of want the final fights to be a little bit more suspenseful? Alright, I don't think I can do anything to him. Actually, I think I can. I think Hollow Bolt will hit him. Yep. Well, there you go. Alma is just an observer in this fight. The next fight, however, she'll be on our side. Alright, and I can move you here. You might... Oh no, she is actually a participant in this fight. She's got her Aegis spell. Or I think she's got Aegis, like Avelia. But yeah, a teleport. 25% chance of stone. Not that I'm super concerned about that. But hey, let's just kill this guy. One hit took him to critical. That was ridiculous. And hey, guess what? No, I don't want to wait. I want a Hollow Bolt. She has a really cool sprite. I like this sprite more than the sprite for her final form. This looks badass. The actual final form is actually not nearly as intimidating. It's just creepy. And she's dead. Impossible. This end to meet. I see it now, too late. In you, his blood, my vanquisher in times long past. But not so soon shall I accept defeat. So apparently we're related to the person who defeated Saint Ajor the first time. Which makes me wonder if that's why the church targeted members of House Beowulf. Your soul itself shall not escape my wrath. See, the actual final form is like a death-like creature. And again, has a perfect teleport, so it really doesn't matter what happens. 546. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, she's got Aegis, like Avelia, so... Haste, Shell, Protect, Regen, Re-Raise, and she'll cast it on all of us, so... Hey, let's come over here and let's heal Alma, because it gives her something to do. And come over here, and I think I can hit you from there. Yep, I can. So 232 or Barrage. Oh yeah, that's much better. 199, 116. Yeah, that's just so much more damage. And only 1 XP from that. And hey, we're gonna get an ability. They're just hanging out. 228, that's fine. Because Ram's turn will end this. Crushing Blow. Actually, 90% chance I can do over 999. Or I'm not, because I'm going to miss. That's kind of dick. I mean, I should have known going into it there was a 60% chance. But I can do a ton of damage to her, and she's still not gotten a turn yet, which is concerning. You should have done something by now. And, like, both of them over there have re-raise, so I'm not worried about either of them. Hey, Faith Boost. 3 Faith. Alright, now what are you doing? Oh, you're running away completely. Oh, you're gonna attack Alma, aren't you? Well, Alma's gonna run away, so that's fine. So, you know what sucks? Oh, you're not in range. Well, guess what? You're in range again. You think you're a god. You're really just a really big target for a lightning gun. Surprisingly, still not dead. You've got a lot more health than I was expecting. Alright, can I hit with any of my abilities here? I don't think so. Oh no, I can. There we go. Ramsey got the final hit and leveled up to 90 with the last hit. Had I but more power. And Saint Ajora explodes. And is vaporized in the... Oh, and apparently so is the airship that we're on. That's not good. Oh, we're flying into the abyss. That's a lot of... Oh. Well, we're dead. Well, this has been Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lines. No, it's not quite going to end on that note. The battle is won. And we have a special ending theme. We don't get any extra money from this fight, so... Which is hilarious. And meanwhile, back in the real world, there's a funeral. Blessings of the Great Father descend and guide your bodies return to the earth. May the grace of Saint Ajora lead Alma's soul to the eternal shores of paradise. There shall she find peace for Alma. So it's the funeral for Alma. She was so young. For all the children in the house to be taken at once, the gods are cruel. Yes, House Beelf is no more, and the youngest son Ramza denied even a burial. Such tragedy. For 3 centuries, House Beelf stood, but no more. And hey, it's Orin and the assassin lady. Ramza, Alma, forgive me. I am late in paying my respects. I would have come sooner were not so many eyes upon me. Aw, she's putting flowers on Alma's grave. That's... Delita and Novelia are wed now. A common-born youth restores peace to the realm, and now together with a princess, he forges a new kingdom. Tale of heroism not like to be soon forgotten. I believe Delita may just be the man you said, pure of heart in the end. When Valmafra revealed herself for an agent of Milan, he made it appear as though he'd killed her, then let her run. I think he must have caught a glimpse of himself in her, a tool manipulated by Fulmarv. And it's time for us to escape. Because people are watching us. Because I think Orin's also branded a heretic. My father. Did he die bravely? I mean, he kicked a god's ass. So, I'll visit you again. Be at peace. And as he's walking away, he turns to look. He's like, are you truly dead? Still cannot believe you are gone after so much. But at that point, 2 people go riding on chocobos. Ramza and Alma. Could it be? Just passing by. Just for Orin to see that they are alive. They're alive. They're both of them alive. Thank you, Ramza. It doesn't say whether or not any of the others survived, like Orlando We're assuming Balthier got sent back to his own time. Ramza and his sister were not seen again. Oren Durai was left to ponder the mark they had left on history's page. I know not what brings men joy, or what drives them to great deeds, or what legacies they hope to leave. I know less yet. But I do know this. The true hero of this tale was the man forgotten. Oren would spend the next half-decade assembling an account of all which he bore witness. His work complete, Oren presented this account, the Durai Papers, before the Clemesian Council, then convened for the selection of a new High Confessor. However, the Church, fearing above all else the revelation of truth, seized Oren as a heretic and burnt him at the stake. That's a really shitty end for Oren, for just trying to do the right thing. The pen that marked them forever stirred the papers and then lay hidden for long centuries, forgotten even by the Church that had concealed them. But I have found the truth, and so I lay it bare for all to see, that his deeds might guide generations yet to come, that his name might receive the honor it's due. Azralam Durai, author of the Zodiac Brave story. So all of this was just a retelling of that story. As the truth came to light. So it's actually really interesting because you've also got Ramza, who was the real hero of the story, was branded as a heretic and his deeds cast aside, whereas Delita, who was really questionable in a lot of his motives throughout the entire game, was seen as the hero, and his legend remains, even though he did nothing to actually prevent this other than use Ramza to further his own agenda. Like, he knew Ramza was going to do the honorable thing and, stop the Church. Meanwhile, Delita's like, I'm just going to take over while Ramza's saving the world. Like, worst that happens, the world gets destroyed. Best case scenario, Ramza's still a heretic, world saved, and I'm in charge. So, like, kind of a dick move all around. But we will learn a little bit more about Delita here in a minute. But this game is just, it's amazing. And I'm kind of surprised that we've not seen more in this franchise. We had Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Advance 2, which were fairly watered-down versions compared to this in terms of a lot of the mechanics. They introduced new races that were limited in their job selection abilities, so you couldn't break the game as much as this one. I think that's why they did that, is they limited certain classes to races, so that you couldn't just have one character that could have access to everything you want. Which I don't like that approach. I never understood why, certain races would be limited to certain classes. That was never a thing that made sense to me in terms of mechanical design. Unless you're intending to limit things for a specific reason. Rather than just be like, okay, anyone can do anything. And that's what I love about this game, is any of the characters can really do anything. You can put them together however you want. And there's so many combinations of how to break the game. And it's amazing that Phil Lamar is the voice of Ramza. He's actually a fairly well-known voice actor. But we're going to start seeing more of this because Square has Project Triangle Strategy, which is kind of a mix between the Final Fantasy Tactics mechanics and the Octopath Traveler art style. So that's going to be interesting to see how that actually comes about, and if that's going to be a real, successor to this. And then you've got the precursor to this, which was Tactics Ogre, done by the exact same team. Tactics Ogre is it's a rougher version of Final Fantasy Tactics. The mechanics aren't quite polished. The graphics aren't quite as polished. But everything's there, and you can see it. You can see the building blocks there. I have not played a ton of Tactics Ogre because this game was difficult in my younger years because we hadn't quite mastered, like, there was just so much mechanics to kind of take into consideration that, like, at the time, without, you know, speaking to hundreds of people through the benefit of the internet, you didn't know, you know, how certain things affected other things. Because things that you think might affect them, like, you know, arcane strength would work with the magic guns. They don't. So there's a lot of things like that we hadn't quite pieced together. Tactics Ogre is just difficult. It is not a forgiving game. It is basically the entirety of Dorder Trade City, the first fight, as a game. It's like, you want the game to hold your hand? Pfft, the game is going to bite your hand. So, but this game is amazing. It has been re-released on iOS, so you can play it on any Apple device, and it does have a lot of features that are present in the PSP version that I was not able to take advantage of, like Melee and Rendezvous, that are built into the standalone game. So I do highly recommend it, and I plead with Square-Enix. I beg them, please re-release this on modern consoles. Bring it on the PS5, bring it on the Xbox, bring it on the Switch. If I could play this on the Switch, I would not stop playing this game. This is the only tactical game that I want on the Switch more than this is Shining Force 3. And I'd give my right arm for that. So you know, I don't know what I'd give for this on the Switch if we're going on a body part scale, but you know, still, you get where I'm coming from with this. This one does at least have a greater likelihood of being re-released on the Switch or on any other console because it does have a more modern port to it. Shining Force 3, as much as I'd love to see it, it's a Saturn game. Sega does not like trying to deal with the Saturn, and I get it, I understand it. I would love to see more people try, but, you know, time will tell. But a game from 1997, re-released in 2007, is still just a masterpiece of a game. It's gorgeous, it's wonderful. I still listen to the soundtrack to this day. It's my Windows desktop on my work PC, so yeah. And Zeltinia Castle, Chapel Ruins. Again, Ovelia is here at the Chapel Ruins. I thought I might find you here. Everyone has been looking for you. King Delita. He comes with flowers. Today's your birthday, is it not? I brought you... And she stabs him. Remember that knife that was given to her by Agrius? She just ends him. Ovelia. How could you? You used them and all the others. And she learned the truth. And someday you'll cast me aside just as you did him. And he pulls out a knife and stabs Ovelia. So Ovelia's dead and he's dying. He's not surviving this. But she learned the truth about who he was and ended his reign. Did you get your end in all of this, Ramza? I got this. So yeah, he got what was coming to him. At least I'm pretty sure he dies. Like, that's a thing. But yeah, that's it. That is Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions. Game completion data will now be saved to memory stick. So I will save. So yeah, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. I have loved playing through this game. I hope I did this game justice. I know there's so many ways to go about this game, and there's so many people who are very passionate about this game, and I really hope I did this playthrough justice, because I really enjoy it. It is such a beautiful game, and this opening soundtrack is still to this day one of those songs that just, it haunts me with how wonderful it is. So I will leave you on that note. Thank you all for watching this project. Stay tuned to future projects. So till then, later everyone.